Myself, Dr. Binod Kumar, Dean International Relations, JSPM Sahu College of Engineering, Pune. EduCare Taiwan provides a platform for opportunities of getting admission of international student at Taiwan. Ms. Sulin Chen, CEO and founder of EduCare Taiwan, helps in making profile to apply in Taiwan University to get maximum scholarship. Ms. Sulin Chen has personally visited at our institute 2 times and has initiated for MOU with YJD University Taiwan. I want to share you that due to EduCare Taiwan, few of our engineering students got opportunity for internship and MS program at YJD University Taiwan. 4 RSU, Chinmay of IT, Abhishek, Ruzula of IT, and Subham of ENTC have completed 4 months of internship from 1st January to 31st June 23. YJD University has received 1 of scholarship. Out of these 4 students, 2 students have selected for MS program. Abhishek of mechanical department and Chinmay of IT department. And Sweta from ENTC department received offer of MS from University Taiwan. All these 3 students have received 100% tuition fee waiver of and monthly stipend of rupees 27,000. One of faculty of mechanical department is going for a fully funded PhD at Taiwan National University. I am thankful to Ms. Hulin Chen for exploring new opportunities and for getting admission in internship and master's and PhD degrees at Taiwan. At the end of the session, all these 5 students will share their experience. We are fortunate that Ms. Hulin Chen is with us in the session. I welcome Madam for the session. Madam, please.
Thank you, Pino.
Thank you, Madam.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for having me with you. Let me just start sharing my so my name is Huilin Chen. I'm the CEO and the founder of EduCare Taiwan. So EduCare Taiwan is the largest and the only platform which promote, Taiwan education, higher education in India consistently. Okay. So now let me share my screen and then we can start my presentation. So why you guys are here, right? You guys want to know why you are here. I want to make sure at the end of the goal of this presentation, you know how to stand out from the high competitive job market in India, as well as the international job market. And make sure that even for the next 40 years, you will say, why next 40 years? In my presentation, you will know. Yeah. And when I say this, when you say, stand out of the competition, I need to spend a lot of money and then, but we don't have that money. Yeah. I'm going to tell you that if you have the good GPA, just like what the Dr. Pino have said, that most of the students, they can get the tuition waiver. So for 2 years, your family, the max your family going to, for the master degree, the max you're going to spend is 5 lakh rupees. Yeah. So the max, that's what I'm saying. If you, getting the stipend and, a tuition waiver. And you would say, okay, you are saying this. By the way, I have my, I'm from Taiwan and I have my undergraduate in Japan. And then I went to Germany to study my German. And then I went to US for my MBA. Yeah. And now I live in Dubai. You would think, yeah, come on, because your house is rich. That's why you're able to do this. I want to tell you, I was like you only. So I grew up in a village in the South Taiwan, and mom is illiterate, and my father only had the junior high graduate. I want to tell you today, yeah, okay, this is in the right-hand side is my husband, who, I met him in US in my MBA school. This in April, we went to Spain. And the day after tomorrow, we are going to South Africa for 2 weeks. Yeah. I used to live in the small town, but the reason where I am today, wherever I go, I did not use I borrowed the money from my parents, 10,000 US dollar. That's what all I borrow from them. But at the end, after I graduated from Japan, I returned 15,000 US dollar back to them, even more than I borrow. Yeah. If you really want to change your life, which that you think you want to improve your family situation, you don't really need your parents' money. The only thing you need is yourself, your own effort, and make the right choice. So, 40 years ago, what is the most popular job in Taiwan? Actually, it's the bus conductor. So when you are 18 years old, in that time, really, you can dress up very nicely and put the list and decide who can go in, who cannot, who have to out, right? So it's a very decent job for girls that time. But since 25 years ago, all the bus that this all use the coin or the system actually, so bus conductor job disappeared. In US, like you can see, in 1980, the most popular job is factory job, mining job. Okay, this is but in 2017, all this job, majority, 80% of them disappear, 76% of them disappear. That means if 40 years ago you choose one field to work with, and by the time you are retiring, actually maybe 10 years before you're retiring, actually you get fired. What are you going to do where you have done the work for 30 years? So that's what I'm saying. Just make sure that what you are doing, you're going to choose, is going to impact not only 10 years, 20 years. Of course, right now, people they work in all different kind of professions. But the first job actually pretty much can decide what you will build the base for your next job, though, by the way. Like Philippines used to be the second richest country in Asia before in 1940. But look at, right now I'm in Dubai. A lot of Filipino are the helper in many as a housemaid in Dubai, right? So what you see, a country so strong today does not mean they're going to be strong after 40 years. So you have to be very careful when you say, I'm going abroad to study, right? Now, most of the Indian students say, I'm going to US, UK, and Canada. I really want you to think again. Why? This is actually a research done by, Price Waterhouse, is top 3 consultant company in the world. Yeah. So in 2050, which is about like 27 years later, when you are in the high time of your career, you can see what is the dynamic of that is going to change. This is where that the GDP around the world today. But you see, China is going to be the number 1, by the way. GDP in the world. US is going to decrease to 12%. Europe to from 12%, 15% to 9%, actually going to be half. Yeah. India, on the other hand, is going to double, right? So even you don't do anything, let me say that again, even you don't do anything in India, your wealth is going to double. In Europe, even you don't do anything, your wealth, whatever the money you have is going to be 50% discount. And this is what they say, especially UK, please don't go to UK. This is what they predict about, in 2050, UK, the growth in the GDP, and India's here. Okay, you can see the trend that, the trend of the curve for the GDP growth. In the last 40 years, which country grew the most is China. Even the normal people, they don't do anything. Their wealth and their career had double or triple, just by itself, because the whole country's GDP growth itself, right? And you can look at this. This is in the yellow is the less, is less developed country, US, Canada, and then this is Russia, right? And then you can see the most growing, can you see? This is India and this is China, yeah, and Asia. Most of the growing will come from this when the South Africa, America, right? So you have to make sure when you are going to, it's a career, it's a fighting, right? You're going to choose, you have to choose the right battle to fight. Yeah, don't bark in the wrong tree. That's what I'm trying to tell you in this presentation. And the other people say, okay, yeah, but in UK, if I work as a as a supermarket person, I can get 10,000 rupee per hour. So every day I work, if I work for 8 hours, I get 8,000, okay, rupees. And then petrol pump 950, about 1,000. If you work in the decent, kapra shop, any decent shop, 1,200. If you work as an Uber, you will get about 1,500, like 1,500. Wow, good pay. So what is the tricky part is there's a two tricky part on that. One, that you did not understand the cost of living. Only fixing, go to dentist, it might cost you 30,000 rupees, right? Just fix the teeth and just put it on 30,000, which you will get it in 5,000 rupees in India, right? So whatever treatment, medical, the cost of living actually can be, 5 times more expensive than India. So you have to discount whatever the money you are making. Don't only count the face value, right? Now, the second, dangerous is that, see, you work as an Uber. So then you work in the Uber every day. If you, just drive for 6 hours, you get 10,000 rupees. Yeah, you get 10,000. Oh, good. Good money. Why I need to work so hard? So then after you, as a part-time job, you get 10, 15,000 rupees a day. Then what do you think? Oh, it's a good job. So when you graduate, because that they don't have many, like really, the unemployment rate in UK is quite high for the decent job. By the way, I'm not saying that, cleaning job. For the decent job, it's not many for the foreigner. Yeah. Now, if you're not able to find a decent job after you graduate, then you say, yeah, I just be Uber driver. So you drive the Uber driver, then they keep driving it. And then what happened is that, then you get a job, you got some job, which that assistant research in a lab, which the job, working hour is longer than Uber. And then the pay is only 60% of the Uber driver. You will say, oh, then I will just drive the Uber. Why I need to go to the assistant, researcher, which is lower pay. Then the whole life you're going to be the, Uber driver, maybe, right? This is a part-time job you can get in UK. Now, in the in Taiwan, you can ask, the other student, they went to Taiwan. A lot of professor, when you are in Taiwan, generally the professor will ask you to do the be a assistant for them, do the research job actually. So generally you can get much lesser, but the thing is that you are doing something relevant to your research, to your study, which actually you are not, get tempted to become a, high pay Uber driver. Yeah. So if you 2 years, you continue to do what is relevant to your research, when you graduate, actually, naturally, you are very good at your study. The company would like to hire you who are much higher knowledge than those people who are only working the part-time as factory workers, right? So the level of the job actually is very different. And Taiwan is very low cost, living cost place. Later you can ask your friend who went there. The student, they share, they're going to share with you. The dormitory, the quality is good. It's even cheaper than India. The food, in terms of earning, that the McDonald's actually cheaper than India in terms of the money you are earning, right? So if Taiwan actually the cost of living is so affordable, please don't go to work in any factory or convenience store, which actually cannot add on to your experience. Yeah. And this is what the part-time job that if you go to study in Taiwan, you will get. Now, so then what are you going to do to stay in the game for the next 40 years? So choosing the right place is not only the one thing. The other thing is you need to choose the right, profession to do. Then then you are thinking what to do, right? Now, here are some hint, right? One, this is actually, this week's news, huh? So India actually is going to push to restrict laptop, tablet import. They're going to put a lot of import tax into the laptop. So one, they're going to make sure the they're going to build the manufacturing ecosystem in India. Second, they are going to help or kind of force the company who want to sell their product to India to set up the R&D in India. Third, they are going to India want to be, they are aiming to be a main player for the IT hardware supplier. For the global market. So fourth, that India want to achieve the government target of sufficient in domestic electronics manufacturing. You will say, oh, this is a big thing. Whether they can do it or not. Here, actually, I want to show you the mobile phone has shown the way. In 2014, only 2 manufacturing unit, means that in 2014, only 2 company who set up their manufacturing they set up their manufacturing in India. For example, maybe it's a Xiaomi or Oppo or small company. But now 2023, 274 cell phone manufacturing unit have set up across India. Do you see 100 times difference? 100 times only in the matter of 9 years. And if any company who want to sell their product to India, I can tell you that they have to set up their some operation in India. Otherwise, that their product would be, they have no it's not price competitive in the India market, because they're going to give you 50% of they're going to tax you 50% income, import tax, right? So they have to move to India right now. So the second one is that this, I just saw it yesterday, ninth, yeah. The growing talent gap in India, in US, chip, space emerged as the maker spending $1 billion. Basically, what they say is that U.S. government have promised to spend $231 billion building the chip manufacturing unit, hub in U.S. But they are difficult to find the right talent. Why? Because since 90, they outsourcing most of the their production to Asia already. So this 30 years of the gap is not easy, can just like this it come. Taiwan actually is the leading semiconductor manufacturer in the world. It took Taiwan 45 years. It cannot just come like that. Yeah, TSMC is the one who produced majority of the highest and for the AI chips, for the iPhone chips, right? So they're going to delay their Arizona plant construction because they just don't have enough skilled laborers. So what is it going to say? So even you study in Taiwan, actually, you are, by the way, that's what the TSMC they're going to do. Even if you graduate from majority of the the good engineers in Taiwan, they all go to semiconductor, and then TSMC is the best place. I mean, it's the best. They pay the highest. Sometimes they pay 45 months a year. Yeah, 45 months, and their basic salary for the for just joining is about 1.3 lakh rupees a month. You imagine if they earn well that month, minimum, I think they will get about 20 months, minimum 20 months. The highest side is 45 months a year. Yeah. Now, you study in Taiwan, TSMC need to, to move to US, Japan, Germany. You can have all the opportunity to go to this 3 countries to work, because that Taiwan is the best training ground for semiconductor, by the way. Sorry. Now, and what's the key words for you to choose what major you should choose? One, I think, is you have to choose a strong, India bonus, what India needs. So what few things that India needs is one is semiconductor, IC design, and then smart manufacturing, EV, biomedical, and cybersecurity, right? And what's that? The aerospace engineering. So you have to make sure you tailor yourself, which that India is going to need it in now. And once you finish your study, you can be the right, working force and to be higher, right? That's one strong India bonus. You have to make sure you pay attention to that. And the other thing is engineering major bonus. So engineering, so one thing, if you're going to study engineering, don't go to IT though, by the way. If you're studying IT, that is the last place, that's the last major I would suggest, because that in India, everybody, whoever IIT people, they go to IT. So how are you going to, after 5 years of your working, or even you come back to India, and they only from IIT, and you're going to compete with them in IIT. They know the market. They know they have the IIT, brand, and they know they have worked in India for years. And then you come back and say, oh, I have studied overseas in IT. You come back, you don't have the chance. So IT is the one which you should not go. Okay. And the other thing is the physical operation bonus. Means you should not go to the major which they only a computer, only a computer you can do your work. That kind of job in India, you're going to face heavy competition in India again, right? So your study should have combined computer with some physical operation. For example, smart manufacturing, or robotics, or computer with smart logistic. Yeah. So those kind of things, that's what you will have the better chance than those people who IIT in India. Okay. Now, why Taiwan? This is the key, huh? Yeah, why Taiwan? Now, one thing is that Taiwan have high quality education. I think later your friend, they're going to share with you what I'm talking about. Now, you can see in this chart, right? The top 5 Taiwanese university in the 2023 ranking. Taiwan, the first one is NTU 77. Your India, the first one is IIS, which in Bangalore is 155. And then NTHU 177, IIT Bombay. And this is NYCU and IIT. So you can see that it's not, apparently you can see how many of you can really get into IIT. It's only 0.001, 0.001% of the student can get into IITs. But here, actually, it's very possible that, for you to get in there, maybe at least 10% of the chance, or 30 to 50% of the chance, which is 100 times more than you are getting to IITs, right? And which that, you can have the better quality than IIT, right? in the world ranking. Are they? Sorry. And the cost of living. So now actually you can see that if you study in IIT, you're gonna, the fee is about 2 lakh, right? And in Taiwan, any Taiwanese university is about 3 lakh rupee. MIT tuition fee actually wrong. MIT actually 10 lakh. Yeah, actually. Yeah. Then living costs, if assume that you are not staying at home, we are thinking that you are stay at home with 3 lakh. Taiwan would be a 3.5 lakh. In India, again, about same if you stay outside, right? However, you see that the starting salary. The starting salary, if you say the IIT would be 10 to 30 lakh. Yesterday we talked to one of the students. He said he's working for 2 years, and he's from IIT Bombay. It's about 3.5 lakh a year, a month. That's what he's getting. And in Taiwan, I'm telling again, the average is at least 15 lakh, which you're getting. So if you're going to if it's the cost actually is much less in Taiwan, but actually if you compare with, we are not saying you can, if you say that you are only able to get into MIT, the what is that, the return on the investment is 3 times more than MIT, right? Yes, that's why you can compare. And Taiwan have many different kind of scholarship. It's MOU scholarship, which is the government scholarship. Yeah. So you will have for master degree student, you can get a tuition waiver. You can get about 50,000 rupees a month for 2 years. For PhD, you can get tuition waiver and 50,000 rupees a month for 4 years. Yeah, and after 4 years, if you cannot able to finish your PhD, normally actually your professor will give you stipend, which might not be so much, but it will be about 35,000 rupees a month. Yeah. Now, for the university stipend, if for the master, for the master is about 15,000 rupee above. Yeah, but if you get it, yeah. And this is 1 month. 1 month you can get this much, and for 2 years. And for PhD, generally it would be about 25,000 rupees above, actually plus. You can, is that if you are really good, the professor will give you more stipend, more than that. And I have checked with the students, if for this every month, if you have 25,000 rupees, that they might need so right now, if we are talking about NT, okay, 1 NT is 2.5 rupees. I check with them, if they only get 10,000 NT, they might need to spend the other 3,000 more. So 13,000 NT is what they need every month. Yeah. If you are not, buying the branded stuff. Yeah. Now, what is more about Taiwan? Taiwan is #1 manufacturing the high-end semiconductor chips, which I think you all know. And second is 75% of electronics product in the world are made by assembling the Taiwanese company who do the assemble, right? So what happened is that they set up their operation different part of the world. So if you study in Taiwan, you have the high chance to hire by them. Actually, a lot of Indian students hired by Witrom, who they set up the in Chennai, they have the like Apple phone assembly. I know 2 of the Indian students, they work there. Yeah. And okay, the third point is that 3 out of the top 10 IC design house are Taiwanese company. Taiwan is so small. Taiwan is Maharashtra size, only Mumbai population. But 3 out of 10 IC design house are Taiwanese company. Rest of them are, 2 are Chinese, and rest of the 5 are American. Okay? But Taiwan so small, but it's have so many good things that you can really learn from. And good and high quality job opportunity, especially in semiconductor industry. Like I say, like if you really want to learn semiconductor, Taiwan is the best place. And semiconductor is really, really, really important for India. So make sure don't miss it. Now, Taiwan is one of the world's safest country in the world. I think everybody that went there, that it's really safe and clean. Yeah, it's safe and clean. Yeah, so this is the tallest building in Taiwan, it's called 101. Yeah. If you guys go there, I think your student might have went there in the Chinese, not Chinese, yeah, Chinese New Year or 1st of January, they have all the fireworks. Very famous, actually. Yeah. So this is Naveen. Right now, he's from Hyderabad. So now he study in NSYSU. He study in I press him into IC design. So he got the few tuition waiver. He got 25,000 rupees a month. He told me only 6 months join NSYSU. He already taped out one chips, means he designed the chips and then the foundry really make the chips and try it. It's not only you do the computer simulation. No, he really tape out. He make the new chips. Okay. 6 months in Taiwan. Actually, in US, if you're IC design student, let me say that again. In US, if you're IC design student and you want to tape out a chips, it costs 10,000 to 100,000 US dollar. But in Taiwan, IC design student, if you tape out IC is free. It's free. Okay. And Naveen, actually, he's already published 2 papers in 1 year. So professor already confirmed me that, he would get a job before he graduate. Yes. Okay.
Hello, everyone. Myself, Devraj, and I'm from India, and I just finished my master's from Chang'an University, Taiwan. And I'm going to enroll as a PhD over there. But right now, I'm in Singapore for my project. And yeah, I'll be finished my project, then I'm going to join my PhD. See you soon there. Bye.
Okay, so Debraj, when he come to us, he don't know what to do. Then yeah, go to Taiwan. And his his GPA is okay. So guide him how to take a good grade and then prepare his document. Right now, and then he joined the lab which is doing the reliability engineering, which is very unique. And I think it's very important major to study. Why? Because everybody right now, everything that we use is digital, right? Everything, if it's only one thing don't work, the whole thing don't work. So the reliability of each part, the reliability of any electrical electronic product is very important. So he actually is electrical engineering, but he need to study mechanical material science. So he currently, like he said, right now he's in Singapore and he's taking the what is that, a project which that they are paying and how much he pay in Sakarika? He get paid about 3,000 US dollar, 3,000 US dollar, 3,000 US dollar for the intern. He's working there now. I'm going to work there for 6 months. Yeah, so that is the intern he's getting. Actually, in fact, the company he's doing the project with, ask him to stay and then they are offering him job. I tell him, no, you have to come back and complete the PhD, which that have better outlook in terms of career. Yeah, so it's very happy. And the parents are very happy too, by the way. Now, how to start? Contact Dr. Pinot or contact us. This is our phone number and then our email. Yes. So see you in Taiwan. Yes.
Our students.
Jolene, ma'am. It's so nice to see you all after so.
Yes.
So I feel being here and being able to possibly the best opportunity. So I would like to thank everybody at EduCare Taiwan and RSCOE first. So to begin, my name is Rujula More. I graduated from COE and I would like to start RSCOE here. I had decided somewhere, I had made a mentor that I'll be doing MPhil. And for it felt a very far-fetched dream. But came in my final year, I heard this opportunity where you could go abroad, internship or research, and so surprised and positive about it. And finally, there was a message on our group regarding the, and I didn't that I if I'll get selected or what for it. And one fine day, sir called me and told me that you're amongst the 4 students who got selected.
Mm.
I was
How
I
was
did
your
not believe.
yeah. How was
Yes,
your
ma'am.
first experience when you reached Taiwan, actually? I mean, you were there for how many months?
Months.
Pardon?
4 months.
4 months. And how was your this experience in I was like, how was your experience in Taiwan, actually?
Yeah, so when I started, when I landed in Taiwan, I was not sure about what I was expecting, but I would like to thank Zoe ma'am, who was our advisor over there. She made us feel very comfortable in our initial days because she was in charge of us. And my professor, Professor Tiang Linson, so his expertise lies in machine learning and reinforcement learning. When I went to him as his research student, he told me that this is the work you'll have. And at the beginning, I was very scared on how I'm going to complete or work up to his mark. But I would like to say that he'd asked me that concepts I should sit for his lectures, full semester of his lectures. He also encouraged me to take Chinese. So just because of encouragement, I also have a education now. And overall, I feel that this was one of the best opportunities we got, because what I learned from Professor Tiang Linson, I haven't gotten the opportunity to learn it anywhere, nor online, not from any professors here in India. And talking about the culture and everything in Taiwan, it was something very different. And I would highly encourage all the students here that you should experience all of this. But the things I would like to say that have a good profile for, because you are going to get that. And if you are going to the professor, uh, um, if you're supposedly you're from mechanic, IT, machine learning field, you will not know the basics, and they will the research internship, they will expect you to know a lot of basics. And if you don't know that, you'll not be able to work. So I would say go into the fields you are with so that you can give the best out. Because in Taiwan, everybody will help you achieve your goals. Where you mark your own ways. Also, I would
Do you feel safe there in Taiwan?
it was like because I feel Taiwan is very different from in India. It's a small population, as mentioned earlier.
Mhm.
Has a very it's a small population, so not a lot of theft or anything really roam around over there. It was safe, and
Yeah.
considering that we lived in the dorms, so
Mhm.
we were inside the campus of the.
Yeah. Even you go out, you don't feel like a danger, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, we don't. Yeah.
Good. Okay. The 2 minutes up, so we have to move to the next person now. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello guys, my name is Abhishek. I am from mechanical department. I have done internship in chemical engineering department in Yonsei University. Though I was working in chemical engineering department, but I was working as CAD. I was working on CAD softwares like ANSYS and SolidWorks. I worked on project microfluidic chip device. While I was working on this project, I learned lot of things like working like a professional CAD designers. Before I had skills, but I was not working professionally like the people work in like industries. So my professor taught me all the things like how to work professionally, and uh, I also done research and I also built my presentation skills. We all also attended exhibitions in Taiwan, like Touch Taiwan, and we also uh, seen their incredible technologies about displays and all other gaming productivity and high-end technologies, semiconductors and all. We also seen the EV electric vehicles in Taiwan. Like in India, the electric vehicle is still growing now. But in Taiwan, electric vehicle has came already so from so long time. So the electric vehicle market is also there in Taiwan. So yeah, talking
Okay.
about education in Taiwan, the education is totally based on practical knowledge. Students have their each place to do the research with their interests. So
Yes.
now I am going to masters in Taiwan in electrical engineering in same university in Yonsei University. I would like to thank Binod sir, especially
Yes.
thanks to Namdev Patil sir, and special thanks to Lynn ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Not much. So, I mean, I think your parents happy that you are going to Taiwan?
Yes, ma'am. My parent means my father. I lost my father in 2021. So I have my mother and sister. They are so happy. They are also going to come for to meet me in Taiwan when I go for masters.
No. First, ask you. You first settle down yourself first, okay? Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. No, I mean, make sure you do a good job for professor. Nah? So, and try to get more project, to work on project, which will
Mhm.
help you to, get a job, very easily. And they
Yeah.
really, in the market, they really need, the people who can speak English to work, in India or any other part of the world for them. So,
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Have myself Shubham SK department. I also graduated from and talking about my experience worked under Professor Hao Huang. His were in machine learning and so he asked me to work on a project if the student is getting graduate or he's lagging based on his past academic. So like the environment in labs and all was very, and they working with in our project group we had different country students like from Indonesia, from Russia. Together the knowledge we was what I expected from them. And also after the job work, we also, if sometimes we have doubt regarding the projects and also regarding some daily living things, so we can easily communicate with our professors and also the advisor like Zoe ma'am. We convey immediately replied. So like there was a one-to-one interaction with the professors, which I love the most one. Like if any doubt in the project daily in our given task, they made it to understand what we actually want. And also our working time, we Taiwan, as we were in another country, so their culture and like very friendly people. And also when we ask, willing to help with their to help others, and it is most safe country. I feel it is most safe. I visited 2 more countries like for sports career. So I feel this country was.
Where have you been before?
I have been to Swiss, Germany.
Swiss and Germany.
Yeah.
Wow. For traveling or for pardon?
For tournaments, sports, national games.
Oh wow, very good. But Taiwan is better, no, isn't it? Much cheaper and affordable, and foods are better.
Yeah, like more cheaper than.
Seriously.
I will suggest if some of them vegetarians, so learn to cook.
Yes. So you know how to cook now?
Yeah.
Oh, very
like
good.
Abhishek taught me many things.
Yes, yes. But this time I think you should for sure. So bring more spice and then ready make Indian packaged food. Yeah. So that actually is very important. Yes.
Yeah. Also, the environment, each student had a separate desk, allotted desk. The most amazing thing, like in our in India, it is like labs can be only used in work, but we had the lab. This is the lab 24/7.
Mm.
Most important thing.
Yeah. So I mean, would you suggest if you have the brother, would you suggest him to go to Taiwan if you have a
Yeah,
brother?
definitely. Like for I will be also maybe looking, but not current, future maybe. Conductors, as I'm from ENTC background.
What's ENTC means?
Yeah.
Erica was
Telecommunication.
Electronics and telecommunication.
okay. Okay. Thank you for your sharing. 4 minutes down. Yeah.
Hello, ma'am. Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
Yeah. Good afternoon to all. First of all, I like to thanks for the my all helping me people for going in Taiwan internship. First of all, like to thank about Dr. Niyar Ranjan sir. It is a HOD for the IT department. It is a very helping me for the 4 month internship program. I'm come to in Taiwan. It is very help me. And second one, it's Dr. Binod sir. It is very help me for program from the JSPM registration. Engineering is international management. Third one for Professor Jang Seng She. It is also one professor. I'm work under for the 4 month. It is a dean of the for the YZU University. And next for the thank you for Lin ma'am and Sagarika ma'am. It is helping me for my masters and thank you for all my. So I have shared my experience for the YZU in as an intern. So first of all, I have it's land for 15th of Jan. In that time, they have Chinese New Year. So they 10 to 15 days some holidays for the Chinese New Year. It is difficult to survive in like many shop was closed and how to eat the food, different types of food. So in that time, like my advisor, it's Zoe ma'am. It is very helping me. They come and they give like this some provided all. I'm 4 members, so provided its gift like blankets and all other things. So it is very helping people for in Taiwan. And then it's complete Chinese New Year is done. Then started for the my work. My work was my professor under is easy signal using anesthesia. So in that time my biomedical field, but my background was in informatics, like the information technology, but I work on AI, so it is related to me. And professor, it is a very helping me every time was call me and come that office and told me how can I perform well or not. So it is every weekly meeting they conducted my professor. So in that time it is a very helping me for my performance show. Then the professor already giving me 2 PhD student. It is an Indian student for the PhD in same lab. Say the name was Madam, and the second was is a Ravi Jagwa. It is also is PhD student for same department and same field for me as an intern. So it is a very helping me to connect the all other things. And I am a beginning to learn about for the EEG signals, and I don't know what is a EEG. So in that time they told me some research paper. They first of all they read that research and they utilize for the my research. And the chance for the my professor and Lin ma'am also is helping me, and Sagarika ma'am for my masters. So in that I have 100% tuition waiver in my YZU. I have got for the 2 application, and I selected about for the 2 NSYCU and YZU. But NSYCU is do not have give me a stipend and scholarship, so that's why I'm not choose for there. But I choose in YZU. Already I am work in 4 months, so it is a better for me. My professor I already connect for me, so it is a good for me. So and YZU, it is a one of the topmost university in private section, and actually I'm work in mechanical department, but I'm failed for the AI. So it is a good for me. So I'm very happy to say that I'm joined for the YZDO in my future, and then I will join about for the big companies. I have shared my friend was the Shubham Naule. It is an Indian student in YZDU, but same university. They have got that it's big company like the Unimicron company. It is a they work on last 1 year. So it is also good good features for the in
There are many job opportunity. That's what you want to say, right?
yes ma'am, yes, many
Yes.
job opportunity like this Foxconn is very good company.
Yes. So yes. Thank you so much. The 4 minutes done. Yeah.
Yes. Thank
You
ma'am.
now. Thank you.
Ma'am. Yes, thank you. Next was
Thank you.
Shweta Prajapati.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Yes.
Yeah, hello everyone. Good afternoon. I hope all you are doing well. Prajapati, and I'm a student who recently completed my degree in electronics and telecommunication engineering. I'm here to share my experience about the time when I was thinking about doing my master's degree. So let me take you back to March 2023 when I was doing my internship. So during that time, I was quite interested in Taiwan because some of my friends had gone there for their internships. And about a year and a half back, my father had told me about Taiwan's strong influence on the semiconductor industry. So after hearing all this, I had a chat with my classmate and all about his internship and all those things. So as my interest in Taiwan grew, Shubham told me to contact Binod sir. So after having a really nice and motivating conversation with Binod sir, I made up my mind that I need to pursue my master's in Taiwan. So later on, Binod sir introduced me to EduCare Taiwan to help me to make this dream into a reality. Even though I had a plan like to do my master's after an year, but EduCare Taiwan convinced me that of the benefits of starting my master's right after my graduation. So they helped me with the task like preparing my resume, study plans, and all those things. Especially Lean ma'am and supported me, like guiding me in these all these steps. So while writing the study plan, I faced a lot of problems. Like I was not able to write it. I was not able to write it properly, but Lean ma'am didn't leave me on my way. She conducted several sessions so that I can complete my study plan in a way more better stage. So she generously gave me her time and assisted me in applying to good universities in Taiwan, and that shows that how hard work pays off. And eventually I got accepted to Taiwan's top university, that is Changong University, and with the 100% fee waiver, free dormitory, and also monthly stipend of 6,000 NTD. So I am under Professor Thomas Kinfong Lee. So he's also a Dean of International Affairs at CGU. I want to express my heartfelt
Actually, by the way, he's the top 2% of scientists as well.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So like I like to thanks EduCare Taiwan team, Lean ma'am, Sagrika ma'am, also Firdaus ma'am for the continuous support. And lastly, I'm grateful that I met Binod sir and he guided me at a stage where I was a little bit confused about my future.
Yes, actually. And you came in the right timing though, by the way.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. I mean, I hope that, 5 years later, we will see the Dr. Sweta and come to school and do
Sure, ma'am.
speak again. Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you for your sharing. Thank you. Yes. Thing I want to share with you guys now, in life, we make decision every day, different kind of decision every day, right? What to eat, what to wear, where to go, whom to meet, and getting your master degree or what field to study is one of the most important decisions, which will impact greatly in your in your career life, right? If people tell you that, okay, by the way, most of the people please don't only follow what people do, because that is place where the most competition would be. such as IT, right? Why? Because you see all the, students who came to share today, they are all actually working in the very physical and then concrete project, which is actually they work with the industry, right? That's exactly what you need to go for, because India right now they're going to enhance their India's going to enhance their the manufacturing capacity and want to be the manufacturer of the world, and make sure that there would be a lot of opportunity. Which I'm not saying you're going to work in the assembly line, but you can be one of the key member when they set up their operation. Yes. Okay. Yes. If any one of you have seriously, thinking want to grab this opportunity, just let Binod know. And then if you guys come to us now, and we can guide you much better way, and make sure that we will try to help you to get the tuition waiver if you are good. Okay. Yeah. And tuition waiver, and then the stipend. But we need time to plan your profile as well. Yeah. So if you are interested, just please contact Professor Binod, and then he will help you to connect with us. Yes. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, madam.
Thank you so
Okay.
much, Lane. Thank
Okay.
you so much, Dr. Binod.
Thank you, Binod. Thank you for everybody.
Students. Thank
Okay.
you so much, sir. Thank you, Lane.
Okay. Bye-bye.